Welcome to the swamp, reloaded. Now, when we get started, before we even get lost, before we even start guessing or anything like that, I want to introduce you to some of my guys that are here. And I'm going to tell you how they became my guys and who I am. But that's going to come later. Right now, we're going to focus on the task at hand. Right now, you're looking at senior running back, Jamie McGowan, former wide receiver, changed to running back when our running back room was like, we had a room full of receivers, and some of them guys could really tote. Now, when we put Jamie back there, well, when Coach put Jamie back there, because you're going to find out who I am and why I am in a little bit, but Jamie was just so explosive out there receiver. And we were already finding so many ways to get him the ball. And when the former running back left, it was 3 senior running backs. They all left. We only ended up having like 2 young guys. So we asked a few of our receivers to step up. And Jamie stepped up. And it was probably one of the most explosive and electrifying choices that Coach had made his entire tenure here. Now, see, me, I'm not important right now, but I will be. This is just the backstory. See, now who I am, I came in 3 years ago. And when I came in, I was something like an intern or something like that, but I worked my way up the ranks, and that's how I grew a bond with all these players, and I know them on another level. So we'll talk about how I became the coach later. But right now, we're going to focus on these guys. Now, Jamie was so fast and athletic, it was just hard to stop him. And then when his senior year, he had a great quarterback come in Leo Beckner, and he just came in. He had all the tangibles, he had all the athletic ability, and he walked in day one and he just looked like a starter. He didn't come in to play the back role or take the back seat. He came in to really be a starter. Now, the crazy part about that is, remind you, this is a backstory. So where his story went, man, you would only have to tune in and see. But this guy, I mean, he was a great football player, and he made a lot of plays. He could make plays with his legs. He had a very strong arm. And, I mean, he's the quarterback that everyone would want on their team. Now, can I promise you that his story panned out? I just can't promise you that, because it's just, things happen nowadays in college football. Things don't go kids' way. Kids don't get the NILs they want. Kids don't like some other recruits coming in. But I'm not saying that's what happened with him. I'm just saying that just happens nowadays in college football. But I will say this. There's a reason that at the beginning of this backstory, we talked about one of our senior running backs. And then next, we referred to our freshman quarterback who came in and lit it up pretty much his freshman year. He took these guys far. But, I mean, where his story goes, it just bothers me a little bit. Now, even with all that being said, it's still safe to say Leo Beckner is a great young talent that we acquired early. But I don't know if me taking over or the other recruits coming in affected him. But let's address the young talent that we have for the future. Read between the lines. Now, our Amani Chick, probably one of the best young corners we have on the team. He covers every one number one receiver. Very energetic, very aggressive. He comes up and hit. He can cover the deep ball. He can cover the short route. He can man up. We don't really run too much zone. And it's mainly because our young corners are aggressive. They're scrappy, and they let you know they're there. Like our defensive backcourt is pretty solid, and you'll get to know a lot more of them as time goes on. But right now, the highlight one that I feel like we can build around, that we can build our whole defense around in the future, is Armani Chick. Armani Chick is a game changer. You always know he's on the field. You don't want to throw at him, and he's going to make a play. Even in practice, we have trouble throwing at him because we know one thing about it. If he makes a play on you, you're going to hear about it. But if we have that type of weapon on the defensive side of the ball, what do you think we're holding on the offensive side of the ball? See, me personally, my coaching style has always been an iron sharpens iron type of thing. So when Coach brung in Armani Chick and he brung in his next freshman, Tevin Harris, oh, I already knew what time it was. I said, man, we have two superstar freshman receiver in DB, and Tevin Harris just being so fast and quick. It just went together very well. I was like, man, if they get to go making each other better, by the time they both step onto the field, they're going to be exactly what they were. And Tevin Harris, from day one,
Gators offense will begin
he was spotlighted. Like, everybody knew who he was. Everybody knew when he stepped on the field, he was going to be a problem. And by the third week of his freshman season, he was already leading the NCAA in receiving yards. And it was just, the motto was, get it to Tev. Get Tev the ball. We put it in the air, it was 9 times out of 10, it's going to Tevin. It's because Tevin's going to get open. Tevin going to make a play. And Tevin's just hungry. He's hungry out there. And outside of Jamie McGowan, Tevin was a good compliment to him last year. When McGowan couldn't get going, we get it to Tevin. When Tevin couldn't get going, we had McGowan. So it was a good one too. And for his freshman season, him still finding out the speed of the game, he pretty much dictated the speed of the game most of the time, man. You don't get players like this often. Like, this is generational type of talent that Tevin is. He's not the biggest guy. I can't say he's not the fastest, because he's definitely the fastest, the quickest. But he's just a baller. Like, he knows how to get open. He wants the ball. And when he get the ball, he make a play with it. And I just can't wait. Now that I'm taking over this team, I can't wait to build around him in the future. And the rest of these young guys we have, like, for the rest of these guys, we have a lot of playmakers, but for you to figure out who those guys in, you would have to tune in more. You would have to get to the nitty gritty. Tune into the live stream. That's where you're gonna find out who these other receivers are, who these other DBs, and what really happened to Leo Beckner. Did he transfer? Did he get cut? Did he get hurt? Did he switch positions? Like, what's the Leo Beckner story? So tune into the live stream. We're going live 5 days a week. The Swamp Reloaded, man. And then you can meet Coach, man. Coach, how did I get to Florida? Where is Florida now? And we reloaded, man. You see, we building something special. We got a lot of guys, man. But Coach out, man. The Swamp Reloaded, episode 1. Tap in, man. Get to know these players. Get to know these guys. Like, comment, subscribe. And we're going to be back. The Swamp Reloaded.